Guys, we have the right to free speech, and I'm starting this channel, and part of me is doing it in remembrance of Charlie Kirk, my dear friend. I didn't know him personally, but I watched a lot of his videos, and he inspired me. So here we go, guys. I'm just gonna jump right into it. And this channel, this video is basically going to be about things that just come to my mind that I just want to talk to people about. So basically, in the comments, you are more than welcome to leave your comments if you agree or disagree. The only thing I ask is if you guys could still at least keep it respectful, you know what I mean? And take into consideration that we're just trying to have a friendly conversation and understand each other's points and views. So here we go. My first video, this is the first thing that came to my head. It's random, but I'm just going to jump right into it, is about our companies in America. So we have different companies in America, and we always became a powerhouse of a country because I remembered from history class in World War II, they taught us that the reason why America won that war, or not just the nuclear bomb, it had a lot to do with our companies. And because we were on the other side of the ocean and we were able to produce and manufacture tanks, airplanes, everything, materials for the war. And in doing so, we were able to become a global power, a superpower, if you will, because of our manufacturing. Well, what happened was a lot of companies started sending all those jobs overseas because they wanted to keep things cheaper, right? Which kind of confuses me a little bit because nowadays I remember hearing this thing like they were starting to hire people because of other reasons, not because you're qualified, but because, oh, well, we want it to be even or something like that. I don't know what they were trying to do, but if I was running a company, that's just me. I'm going to hire you over your qualifications. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to give people chances too. There might be someone, you know, I mean, I've been to prison myself, so I have a felony. I know it's very hard for us to get jobs. So I would definitely take that into consideration and I would definitely give people chances. But with that said, I would always hire people with their qualifications. Like, I'm not going to have a whole company of people that aren't qualified as much as they could be, you know what I mean? Because that's going to affect my profits. And if I'm going to outsource my resources and go hire people outside of the country and put companies outside of this, well, I'm thinking about profit, right? So it doesn't make that never made a lot of sense to me. Now I'm going to get into this. Why don't companies come back to America? Like, I don't understand that whole thing. I mean, I think if companies came back to America, check this out, guys, we would become a powerhouse again. And not only that, let's say stuff went down in the world. Let's say there was another world war or something happened. If we're not able to make our own supplies, I think as a country, you should always be able to at least make your food and be able to have your support your military and essential things, you know what I mean? You have to be able to feed your people. We got to be able to have toilet paper, water, and necessities. But I would say every company should, at least out of every category, you know what I mean? You have companies that sell jeans, you have companies that sell t-shirts, you got some that sell Coca-Cola, you got some that sell this or that. I think at least one of those companies should be in America just in case stuff goes down, especially with our pharmaceutical, because in our pharmaceutical I hear a lot of that stuff comes from China. So if all of our stuff isn't coming from China and we supposedly just go to war with them one day, which God, I hope that never happens. I would never want to go to war. I'm all about peace. But if it did happen, what would we do? We were buying all of our stuff from them. You know what I mean? So it would only be smart of America to at least have one company that buys their stuff and is, I mean, one company that is here in America, just in case stuff goes down, for security reasons, for national security reasons. There's a lot of reasons why. And not only that, that company is worried about profits and stuff, but if they had a, what I would call a pretty good company with good quality stuff, you know what I mean? They had to have nice stuff. And America supported that, and we all bought from that company instead of other companies that were coming and outsourcing their companies to other countries, and we all supported the one that was here. They would have most of the profits. They would have most of the money. Yeah, they would have to pay us a little bit more, but why not take care of your employees, companies? Why not pay your people a little bit more? You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know, if I was a CEO of a company, which I'm not, but if I was, I wouldn't mind paying my people a little bit more. Yeah, okay, so instead of making $5 million, I only made four because I had to pay people more. It's all right, bro. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What do you guys feel about this? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. This is a new channel, and I'm just on this channel. I'm just gonna say whatever comes to my mind, and I don't know. It's gonna get pretty cool, I think. So leave that in the comments. Love y'all.